guys, welcome to day 10 of the 100 days of making comics. I'm actually updating the day before. I haven't actually even done my 30 days yet, but I've just finished work and I'm on my way home. Just about to hop onto the freeway, and I've been having some thoughts. I received a message on my Facebook, and I've just been having some thoughts about some things with monkey junk, etc all day, and I just kind of wanted to vocalize them. One, so I'll remember, but two, because I'm also very curious on your guys' thoughts on what you think about it, whether you think it's a good idea, whether I shouldn't bother, or if you've got some advice or tips on how I can do it, because I'm always open to these sorts of things, and sort of furthering myself as far as an artistic career goes. To start off with, it's really been so great being back on YouTube. I'm just been over the moon with all the responses that everyone's been commenting on the videos, and just offering praise or good luck or welcome, all that. Just all of that means so much to me, and I want to thank you all first and foremost for that. Not only that, but I've also been able to see my channel grow a bit more because of it. I'm going to gloat here a little bit, but I've just hit over 100,000 views on my YouTube channel, which is just absolutely mind-blowing. It's because of you guys that I do this. I mean, the challenge I am doing for myself, but putting the videos out there, putting out the information that I have to help you guys. I know that a lot of you new subscribers who have been on for the past few months have come from some of the videos I've done, the how to start your comic video, or how to create stickers, how to draw character sheets, etc. Those are the things I really love doing. Those are things I definitely want to get back to doing in the future. But because of my time restraints, I'm unable to do them. So the 100 days is the best way for me to currently do a challenge, get some content up on my YouTube, and regularly talk to you all on here, and also just talk about things that I enjoy doing, and the craft that I have been working on my entire life and still working on, and sharing that with everyone. Because I believe most purely that the best way for anyone to learn is by having shared knowledge. So there's no use me learning something and then just keeping it all to myself. I think it's important to share that knowledge with everyone, and for everyone to create almost like a pool of knowledge for themselves based on different sources that they get it from, because there's no one immediate rule for certain things. Everyone has their own ways and their own methods, and I think that's important for everyone to take things from here and there and everywhere else, to come up with their own ideas and their own methods, and then to share those as well, because you might learn things that you haven't learned from a video or anything. It's just purely by chance or by personal study, and you might want to teach someone else that. And that's how we all learn and grow and become better artists and better people as well. This isn't strictly directed at just artwork. This life lessons, etc. I have just gone on a massive tangent, but really that was me saying thank you, and I really appreciate all of your support. It doesn't go unnoticed, so thank you guys so much. The growth that's happened to my channel recently is just absolutely amazing, and you're all the best, I swear to God. So because of that, it's reinvigorated me into sort of where I was last year before I started my new job, of growing my YouTube channel, wanting to do more videos, more how-to content, more just sort of instructionals, or even just talking about things like the how to start your comic video. It's very much me just talking about my method on how I start a comic. And they were really fun. I enjoyed doing them, and you guys obviously enjoy them, so I want to do more of those. Next to that, I also want to start doing more merchandising. With Monkey Junk coming back up, my original plan for Monkey Junk was to not only have the comic, but to have merchandise that goes along with that comic, and create more than what a standard sort of independent comic would be, and Monkey Junk actually being something that people can enjoy outside of just the comic book. So they can read the comic, they can go out and get merchandise, so they can go out and get stickers, they can get bookmarks, they can get posters. The idea of plushies was there, the idea of doing t-shirts, clothing, underwear, you know, really making a big thing of it, obviously all tied into a regular weekly comic. That's what I wanted to do, and that dream is definitely still there, 100%. Obviously I have to be creating an income and a consistent income for me to be able to leave my job and pursue that as a full-time career. You know, eventually Monkey Junk will finish, and then I'd move on to the next thing. But Monkey Junk, you know, for the foreseeable future is going to be quite an ongoing project. And that would also tie in with Kill the Hero as well, and a similar idea was, you know, merchandising that as well. Not just the card game, but doing a few other things. So I kind of want to get the ball rolling again, and now I have a great advantage of where I work, being a large digital printing company. We do a lot of commercial work. So I have the option of creating stickers there, creating bookmarks on some amazing different substrates as well. So not just your standard sticker paper. I can do, you know, your cool clear stickers. I can work on clear polypropylene, different weights of polypropylene. I can work on cardboard, core flute, some amazing stuff. So I really want to try and incorporate that into what I want to do now. So the first thing I'm going to be doing in the next week, and you're going to see this within the 30 minutes, and I'm probably going to be attentioning a bit more time to it and a few late nights, I think. I'm going to start doing a range of stickers for Monkey Junk specifically. I don't know exactly what the content will involve, but my thought process at the moment is doing the main characters, as well as a few other little things. You might remember I did do some stickers last year, so I'll be updating the designs on those. And when I say that, I won't be just rehashing them. I'll be looking at what I've done and redrawing the whole lot to match Monkey Junk as it is now. So that's going to be a really cool thing that I'm looking forward to doing. With that, it means I need to set up a store. So I'm going to be doing some research tonight and finding out what the best way to do it is, whether it's a store envy store or whether it's a big cartel store or whatnot, because obviously there's going to be content growing and evolving, but I also have some old stuff that I want to sell as well, because I've got my Nevermore comic and I've got my How to Make a Friend comic and I've got a few old sketchbooks, and I want people to be able to get access to those as well, because I've had some people message me recently asking where they can get my comic books. And because I did the Nevermore series on YouTube, you know, people have been asking about that, having sort of going backwards into my videos, which is really exciting. I thank you guys for getting into that, you know, sort of going backwards and seeing what else I'm about rather than what's going on right now. So I'm going to be doing that tonight, doing a bit of research, but obviously this video will go up tomorrow around lunchtime. So I'm very curious to see what everyone's thoughts are. But I'm going to get the ball rolling tonight and sort of start getting a few ideas happening, write a bit of information, write down what kind of products I want to sell, and I'll talk about this a bit more in the morning as well. So this video is going to be pretty long. I've been going for 8.5 minutes already, and I still have to do my art tonight, and then I still have to do all my other work, and then I've got to talk about it tomorrow morning. So sorry for the long video, folks, but I just need to get these thoughts out, because if I don't, I'll forget them. And I find the best way for me to do this, to come up with ideas and nurture my ideas, to talk about them. And you guys are currently the best people I can talk to right now about this. So thank you guys for listening. I will leave you alone now, and I'll be back momentarily with some 30 minutes footage or pictures, whatever I end up doing. But I'll see you all soon. Thank you for listening to this section of the video. Please, if you have ideas, let me know. And yeah, I want to take it all in. I want to see what's the best way. You know, do I create a website with a web store? Do I create a separate web store and then attach that to a website? I do want to do a new website somehow, and I've been toying around with ideas, but I just haven't locked in on what the best option is for me yet. So I don't know. And also, do you think it's going to interest you guys of actually doing this? Is it worth me doing limited edition prints that you guys can purchase? I can do some really cool prints that are actually printed on plastic, so they're going to have great longevity. They're going to be waterproof, which is awesome. Trading cards is another thing I really want to do, and a lot of this will tie into Patreon as well. So people who are already on my Patreon who pledge like the $15 pledge will be getting all this stuff as a part of their monthly pledges. So you don't even have to decide what to buy. You'll be getting some of the stuff I'm already creating, plus exclusive things, so exclusive stickers. I really want to do like some metallic trading cards and stuff. That's the sort of stuff everyone on my Patreon will be privy to, as well as original sketches and things like that. So lots of ideas. I think I'm gonna be doing a lot of writing when I get home. I said I was gonna leave you and I lied, but now I'm telling the truth. I'll see you all shortly. And I'm back, just like I said I would be. New clothes, it's a new day. So last night I got home, did the regular things that I do, looked after AJ, I had to mow the lawns, had dinner, played with AJ, gave her a bath, put her to bed, all that, and then my night began. After yesterday sort of well, what you just saw, I got pretty excited about it. So I spent the majority of my night setting up a store envy. I was chatting to Mike Emirates a little bit about it, about some other stuff as well, but I thought, why not? I know he's got a store envy which he's just recently launched, so I thought I'd ask him a few questions. Oh god, there's a fair bit of sun this morning. Oh, you have to apologise for my voice, my hay fever has just hit me like a brick this morning. It's a nightmare. So I'm a bit dubious about store envy. As much as I like the platform, it seems really in depth and allows me to do a lot with it, have a lot of products, whereas I was looking at Big Cartel again, which is a store I currently had open. They only allowed me to have, I think it was 5 products with 1 image per product. Store Envy allows me, I think, to have roughly 500 products, as many photos as I want, good detailed descriptions. I can set shipping options. I just said shitting, that's not what I meant. So I'm just trying to not get blind by the sun, so sorry that you can't really see me. Very dark and ominous. It's like a fucking Star Wars episode in here. It's really good, but I noticed that all the pricing's in USD. I don't know if I can change that or not. I'm gonna have to look at the settings. So last night I was adding items to the store and I had to go into a currency converter to sort of convert what the comic's worth in US and put that price in to make sure that I would get my price worth of, for what I'm selling. Oh, a fair bit of traffic here. My apologies, this is not what I expect on this road usually. And there we go. Okay, you didn't see it. It just looked like normal. I was just being weird. But there was a car and it was... never mind. Yeah, so I'm going to run with Store Envy for a little while and see how it goes. I've started setting up the shipping options. I'm not quite sure how it works, but I think I understand it. I'm just going to do a bit more research on it, and I'm also going to do some test purchases just to make sure that what I'm doing is correct. Then I just have to quickly design it. Also have to design a new website. So what I'm going to do is coincide the website and the Store Envy store is going to look like the website, and then there's the Patreon, which will have a similar banner to all of them. So everything's sort of unified. So whenever you go to either site, it's all sort of linked in. The other bonus to Store Envy is that I can set up printable, and I had actually set up a Store Envy account a little while ago, probably 3 or 4 months ago. So I had actually logged back into that account, and I'd completely forgotten, but I had connected a Printful account to that, so I already had a t-shirt in the store for a Monkey Junk t-shirt, the Monkey Junk logo. So it was sort of half set up, so I just had to tinker around just to re-familiarise myself and then add some new products and things. There's still a lot to go up there, but now that I've sort of had a real good dig around, I feel pretty confident to go back in there and get back into it and open that store and start doing some new and fun products like pins and stickers and things like that. So anyway, you've heard me ramble enough about the store and junk. I did do my 30 minutes last night. I probably pushed it even more to about an hour. I finished off the the sketch layout for page 4. I was actually having a bit of trouble with this one because I had to do a few poses which I suppose I'm not really used to. So one of the advantages of having the iPad, and I suppose the same advantage as if you're working on a computer, was that I could just sort of switch apps, jump into Google and have a look at some images and poses. So I did just that, got a better idea. At the same time, like, as much as I'm liking what I'm drawing, I feel like this is a common mistake that I have all the time, is I tend to draw things quite large in my comics. So when I'm drawing characters, they're quite full on when they don't always need to be. So I picked up, one person who I'd really admire and I'd really like to learn more from is Akira Toriyama. If you don't know him, he's the guy who created Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z, and Dr. Slump, which are all fantastic manga comics, which I recommend you pick up. His art's absolutely fantastic. It's minimal on detail, but looking at the pages, like, he definitely goes along the aspect of less is more, but there's also those times where he's full of detail, but it just doesn't feel too busy, or everything has its purpose on the page, and the flow is perfect. So I'm trying to learn from that. So I'm going to put a video up, so you'll see, but I did a few panels and then I went back and I sort of shrunk them down and redrew them again, because it just didn't feel right that everything was so zoomed up and close. It's like, I can get more impact by, you know, adding more of the character. Another thing too was the line work. I love Akira's line work. It's so fun and on point. It's not thick and messy and random, and that's something else I want to adopt as well. So at this stage, I'm actually thinking now that once I've got type pencils done on these books, on these pages, I'm probably going to print them out and ink them traditionally with marker pen, a liner pen, rather than ink them on the iPad. So we'll see how that goes. Plus, it'd be good to have some original pages. Like, I like inking traditionally. It's nice. I feel like I can get much better detail and such than with digital. Digital is just a really easy way to get things done, especially when it comes to client work. But when it comes to comics, I really want to put more into my craft. You know, if I'm able to. Yeah. So yeah, I did my time on that, and then once I did all the layouts, I went back to page 2 and started tightening up the pencils on that. And again, I used a thinner liner brush on the iPad, just to get a feel for what it would actually look like with those finer lines, and just to see, like, okay, where do I need to add detail, because it's a splash page, as you guys have seen. Do I need to add more detail here, or what can I do to create a visual interest, because, you know, there's a lot going on, or do I even need to bother, etc, etc. So I'm going to be tinkering around with that, and hopefully as I go along, that process will become easier, sort of working in that minimalistic style, probably not the right word for it, but yeah, I highly recommend you guys check out Akira Toriyama, or even just like Dragon Ball manga, to get an understanding of what I'm talking about, and just to see his art, because it's absolutely beautiful. It really is. Alright, I'm gonna go because my nose is really annoying me. Sorry for the horrible voice. Thanks guys for watching. I'll catch you all tomorrow for day 10. Really happy with my progress thus far with the Making Comics Challenge. Like, I'm very glad I did it, because I don't think I would be this far had I not. I would have procrastinated a lot on getting pages done. So this has really kicked my ass into gear, and I dare say if I keep this up, I'll probably continue on doing another 100 days after that, just to make sure that this gets done. But we'll see how we go. Alright, catch you guys tomorrow. Have a great day. Goodbye.